So you lost like 10K and then built it back up.
Yeah, built it back up.
See, that's
what you call it. That's what you call a trade up.
That's what you call a trader, because that's how you know you have power or skill in something, right? Yeah. When you have power and you can't put it down and pick it back up at will, you don't really have power. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But when you're able to put it down and pick it back up whenever you want, you know what I'm saying? That's when you truly have something like of value. 3, 2, 1, and we're live. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us on another episode of Geezus, your host, George Mora. And today, we've got great guests today, yo. If you've been thinking about making money, if you want to make money, if you've been trying to get into investing, because you know right now it's like it's pretty much the New Year's, and you're thinking, yo, what can I do with all this extra change I got? You know, maybe I want to change my life for better. I want to learn about investing. I want to plan for my future. You know, I see a lot of ads targeting me with crypto knowledge, with Forex, with stocks, whatever it is. So today I thought, I might bring on people who are actually in this industry, are pursuing helping others, including themselves, investing in financial education, in financial literacy. So, you know, I thought, why not expand my knowledge and help you guys learn it as well. So today I brought on the Bank Trading Zone. We got
the Bankzone Trading.
The Bankzone Trading Club. Whoa, my bad. The Bankzone Trading Club.
We live.
Let's not get that, bro. So today I got Maze to the right, and then we got on the left side Jonathan.
Yes, sir. Let me give him a little. Let me give him a little look, because you know we live. You know what I'm saying? We out here with Geezus. You know
what's up, guys?
I'm my boy right here, Jay. You already know. Yeah,
what's
man.
up, boys?
I mean, you know.
So yeah, thank you for reaching out, guys. Thank you for coming on. You know, like I said before, I really did want to bring you guys on because you know, the way I know Jay over here is from my girlfriend Maria. So she's like, yo, hit them up. She's like, babe, I know you're into investing. You're always talking about finances. You don't have anybody on your podcast about it. I'm like, yeah, because I want to bring on people that actually genuinely fucking look at the markets as much as I do and study what's going on in the economy. Because yo, I want to make money when I'm fucking older, bro. You know, but like everybody wants to make money when they're older. Everybody wants to be retired by the time they're 35 or 40 or whatever, right? So for me, it's like investing is one of those ways in which you know, YouTube, Instagram is targeting like all these people. They're like, yo, you want to retire early? Invest now. So for me, it's like I'm strategizing, I'm learning. This is something that I'm gonna do for the rest of my life. You know what I'm saying? Money isn't everything, but money will definitely open doors for me and give me opportunities. For sure. So like that's why, you know, I brought you guys on today again. And I know, and like I said, you guys have the Bankzone Trading Club. I've seen you guys post and I've seen your stories and shit like that. I've seen your YouTube channel. And I'm like, yo, these guys, they're very serious about what they're doing. They're not just here to scam or make quick flips or fucking start a community and then dip. You guys have been around for like over a year now, right?
Yeah, it's about to be a year, April 1st.
Yeah, exactly. So
I'm actually on live. I got the members going.
That's great. That's great. Yeah. So like, all right. So I'm a lot more knowledgeable on like stocks and crypto, right?
Yeah.
Forex is a little bit foreign to me. All right. I know it's like a foreign exchange market and shit, but it is also in my head. I don't know a lot about it. I haven't talked to a lot of people about it. But from my understanding, what I've learned about it is a lot of people look down on it, on the community, because like there's like a lot of scammers that been going around, you know, like I don't know. Explain that to me, because I don't really
scammers, man.
I don't understand too much about that. I mean, there's scammers in the stocks, there's scammers in crypto, there's scammers in Wall Street, there's frauds everywhere. You know what I'm saying? But you guys focus mainly on Forex, right?
Yeah. So I would say, you know, the Bankzone Trading Club launched April 1st, 2021. Right?
Oh, sheesh. Okay, April 1st, 20. Okay, I'm thinking April 20. I'm like 420.
Yeah. April 1st, 2021. Guys, and listen, we're a little off the beer, right? So, you know, just bear with us. First and foremost, I just want to say, bro, thank you for having us.
Right? Thank you, man.
It's a pleasure to be here, man, with my bro. I'm with my business partner right now, which is also my childhood friend. Jay.
We go way back.
Man. Yeah.
Which is fire.
We go way back, bro. We known each other since we like 12 years old, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, man. So, we launched the Bankzone Trading Club April 1st, 2020, last year, right?
Okay.
So we're about to have a year. It's been super successful. I mean, I love our members. Like our members, we wouldn't be here without our members.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we appreciate y'all.
Yeah, in facts. I mean, they on right now. They they showing us a lot of love. We right, yo, what up, Zaps? But
what's the ultimate mission? Like, what's the
ultimate
goal?
mission of the Bankzone? I know a lot of people. I know there's a lot of groups out there that focus on like signals and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry about that. We got that covered, right?
Okay.
We get like 20 pips a week. Shout out to Twin.
Okay.
Right. But in reality, our main focus really is to teach people how to be free, right? It's like you said earlier, right? Like, all right, it's more like, all right, you need a freedom. You need money for freedom, right? And money isn't everything, but you can't have freedom without money, right? It just gives you access, right? So our main goal, really, our purpose is to really show people the education on how to invest and trade markets, right?
Yeah.
So
almost like the psychology of money and investing, right?
Yes.
Investing smart.
Because every investor has the financial literacy, and they know how to use the tools they have to their advantage.
That's it right there. Financial literacy.
Financial literacy.
I always say we're more like a financial literacy club.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because our foundation is Forex, right? Foreign exchange. But, we focus on just good positive energy, just showing you how to make, money, investing your money and not have to trade. And I tell people all the time, like, people like, oh, you're a trader. I'm like, do you have a 9-to-5? They're like, yeah. I'm like, you're a trader too.
Yeah.
You trade your time for money.
Your time for money. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So at the same time, we're showing people how to minus that. And again, I'm not coming at people that have 9-to-5s. You know what I'm saying? I had a 9-to-5. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's like, how can we cut that? We're in 2022, baby. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. There's cryptos, there's NFTs, there's Forex, right? There's stocks, there's options, right? And so we started, our foundation is Forex, but in reality, we focus on NFTs, we focus on cryptos, right? And we focus on really
So you guys focus on like educating first the psychology about like, yo, what's my time? How do I trade it for money, right? How am I able to open opportunities and doors for me? And then you guys are entrepreneurs where you guys are always adapting to the culture, adapting to the markets on a daily basis, right? 100%. Adapting to the market on a daily basis and then adapting to the culture through like cryptos and NFTs, because we've seen a huge boom in crypto and NFTs specifically this year, and crypto really been blowing up alongside the NFT circles. Yeah. So, and you guys, I'm assuming you guys focus on flipping that as well, right?
Yeah, of course. I mean, we have the NFT situation also covered, and actually we have shout out to Tino, shout out to Michael, have that. I mean, these,
So if I were a new, like, just say I'm a brand new, I'm a fresh guy. I work a 9-to-5. I'm a waiter. You know what I'm saying? I'm making like $1,000 a week or some shit, right? And I'm like, what? I don't want to go to school. I like Jay. I know Jay from somebody else. Or I've seen Maze. I've seen the Bankzone Trading Club on YouTube, right? I like them. Let me get a course. Like, what does my journey look like with you guys?
Well, your journey looks very short because what we're trying to do is just pretty much kind of shortening the curve to people, right? You want to talk a little bit about that, course and stuff?
Well, so I mean, the good thing about us is that the education is the most important thing. It's the foundation.
Yes.
100%. And the thing is too, like with the industry as a whole, like a lot of people come in thinking, oh wait, I'm gonna make some quick money.
Yeah, which is like the worst. It must be so annoying and frustrating to get that a lot.
Yeah.
Right? Because everybody's like, yo, like I just want my signals.
Yeah.
And then I'm just gonna fuck it and figure out how to do this stuff on my phone, and then I'm gonna make money.
Yeah, exactly. So they think that it's a giver's quick, but in reality, it's about getting wealthy long. That's the most key thing.
Yep.
And that's what we preach in the Bankzone, because you have to look at this from a long-term picture, a long-term perspective.
Yeah.
And once you get that down, which is what we focus our course on, it's fully in detail. I mean, the way Slick and obviously Mace basically broke everything down in terms of the market to give people that understanding when they come in. We're basically shortening your learning curve.
Okay, the learning curve. Okay, good. Yeah, because everybody. If you were to, like, for me, I'm stubborn as fuck. I do it myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm more like, yo, I don't want anybody teaching me shit. I'm watching financial, YouTube videos and shit, and then I'm trying to maybe read a book on the side, like the Intelligent Investor or some shit.
You went to YouTube University?
Yeah, I fucking graduated from YouTube University, bro. That's where I get all my info from, type shit. but
facts. But
there's
a lot of good info on YouTube.
There's a lot of good info, and I think one of the biggest things, to point out scammers from the people that are real are how transparent they are with the moves that they're making, right?
Yeah.
If they show transparency, you know what I'm saying, they're showing like kind of their bank accounts, but like in a responsible way, because there's also ways where you put your shit out there and then people just try to hack you and try to fuck you over and shit like that. So I can understand the conservativeness.
Yeah, you could. There's ways to do it. There's ways to show your MT4 account, to show withdrawals and stuff like that, to just show people that it is real and we're able to make money. But I have 6 years doing this, bro. Right? I have 6 years. Oh,
hold on.
Oh, we got a technical difficulty here, guys.
Dog, you're trying to be in the podcast.
Dog, hey, listen, we got the puppy trying to be in the podcast. All right. But I got 6 years doing this. Honestly, man, it's been some time. Right. And what we're doing is just making sure that we shorten the curve for people. Right. How do we do that? Well, we showing people what to do and what not to do. Right. We're showing them what not to do. Literally, don't go this road because we did this and this didn't work. And to be honest.
So you guys are learning from your mistakes, adapting your strategies. Right. And then teaching your members. Hey, listen, we've taught you this. You have maybe this like this strategy in mind. Yeah. This is why it would work. This is why it wouldn't work. Make your own decision.
Yeah.
Type shit, right?
Exactly. And just having the 6 years in this, and the first, I wasn't profitable, bro, till like the first, till like my third year. You know what I'm saying? Like my first profitable year really was in 2019. You know what I mean? I started like in early 2017, right? So, we got people in the club that come in and 5 months in, they're super profitable. And it's like, we focus a lot on the education because I feel like being self-sufficient is the important part, right? Like why in the hell would I take you to the pond and give you a fish when I could just show you how to fish? You know what I'm saying? That whole saying, right?
Yeah.
And it's like people are really coming in here and in 5-6 months they're really being profitable. If you want signals, we got that too.
Yeah, we definitely cover that.
We got a shooter. I don't know if you know about obviously I'm pretty sure you know about the Dow Jones US 30, right? And we shout out the twin, man, because that guy shoots every day. We say shoot like he shoots trades, right? And this guy, today we caught about 5,000 pips. We catching 15, 20,000.
So what's pips? Cause I hear that a lot.
I got you. So pips is pretty much the increment in how you measure how you make money in Forex, right? For example, if you have 2,000 pips, that would be 200 points, right? So whenever you hear, the Dow Jones dropped 200 points, we caught that today. You know what I'm saying? In fact, it dropped about 500 points, and we caught that today, right? So the signals is not really the problem, right? Yeah. It's more showing people.
How do you also catch like let's just say today's like the you said it dropped 500 points today? How do you guys catch that? Like, what kind of news are you listening to or indicators?
So
it's a TA?
Yeah, you want to focus on, the overall trend of what's happening currently, especially with, for example, Dow Jones. We could definitely see that the market has definitely turned bearish, these last couple of weeks. So there's no point in looking for buys. There's obviously going to be buys, there's going to be those retracements or those pullbacks. But it's understanding the market from a technical standpoint and seeing how the higher time frames are adding up to the lower time frames, right? So a lot of the things that I picked up on when I first started trading from Mace and Slick, especially when I started this whole trading journey, was they talked about focusing on the top-down analysis, focusing on the higher time frames and adding those clues. It's like kind of like your, Inspector Gadget, right? So you're basically picking up all these clues, and then you got to make sure that once price hits a certain area, a region that you're looking to either sell the market or buy the market, you want to look for price action within that area. If you get your confirmation off of those candlesticks, what we pretty much preach.
Yep.
So you guys focusing on the market sentiment and then like what's happening
around
right
the world.
before, right?
Like right now, what's driving the markets right now is
the war,
the situation between Russia and Ukraine.
Yes,
right.
Yes.
Also,
that's huge,
exactly. Also, inflation. Right, everybody knows things. Prices, price of goods has been crazy,
increasing.
Right? Inflation has been happening for months and probably a year now. But now that's the main focus. Why? Because the main focus a year and a half ago was what? COVID.
So, exactly. So for the people who don't know about inflation is basically like you can see the McDonald's you're getting is getting more expensive, right? When you go do groceries, it's getting more expensive. Your kids' 100%. Diapers getting more expensive. The gas more expensive, right? Now, one of the things I have heard in this market is that companies are also, or we might go through something called a wage price spiral, which basically is like companies might start negotiating higher wages or wages for employees, right? And as they're getting paid more, they're seeing, oh, hey, inflation is also getting paid more.
So it doesn't matter.
So it doesn't really matter. It's just leveling out. So people think, hey, I'm getting paid more, but then they don't realize, hey, everything else is getting a little more expensive. And it's just eating at my money that I just made. And, and now companies have to, it's like a game, it's like, going back and up.
They make it seem like they're helping you by giving you higher wages. But in reality, all they're doing is just, they have to do that because we as people make the world go round, right? We make the economy go round. Without us, without the consumer, there is no economy.
Exactly,
Right? Because they need to give us the money so that way we can spend it, right? And how do they make more money? Taxes. Interest rate, which now actually the market is being driven by interest rates. The interest rates are going
to go March 18th, right? Exactly. Is when Jerome Powell, the chair, the chairman of the they call him the money printer,
Federal Reserve.
The Federal Reserve, right? The chairman of Federal Reserve. So he's saying, well, first he kind of ignores the question about like interest rates going up and all that. And if anybody doesn't know about interest rates, it's like when you go get a loan, right? Right now interest rates are nice.
They're at 0.25%.
Crazy. So now they want to
get anything for pretty much free.
Which is I think they tried to lower interest rates to combat inflation, right?
Yeah, but
and now it's not really working. Because now they cannot lower interest rates anymore. No. They have to bring it up. And as inflation is going up, March 18th, we're waiting for Jerome Powell to talk about, hey, we're going to raise inflation. We don't know how much. People are scared, right? They're fearful. I think we're going through a very bearish FUD environment. Fear uncertainty, doubt. And like through this is how I literally lost $25,000 in the market within like a day. Because I was like, yo, you know what? I'm gonna play some options, bro. So I'm like, you know what? Things is looking. I think things are setting up for me to go down. No, things are setting up to go down. So I'm like, yo, everything's gonna go down. So, bro, so I go and I make a huge bets, like crazy bets.
You were just early.
Yeah, I was really early, and then guess what? Things just fucking went up. Like I think like 2 weeks or like last week or whatever. Things just went up, and I'm like, bro, this motherfucker is speaking. He's not saying anything good, and the market is going up. What the like? People are dumb as fuck or some shit. So I took the L, bro. I took the L because I'm like, bro, I think things are just gonna go up, and then like the next day things went right back down, and I'm like, bro, had I just stuck to my strategy, bro, not so like a little fucking bitch, but guess what? I got emotional because that's one of the biggest trades I've ever made.
That's the key right there.
And that's what fucked me up is the emotion, So it's like for me, I'm usually a long-term trader, right? But I saw a market cycle or like a pattern that I'm like, yo, and I try to predict it. And I'm a gambler. I like to gamble. I like to take risk.
That's your poker table right there.
So yeah, you know what I'm saying? I got the poker table right here, bro. So it's like, so it's like I don't blame others, like because I watch other YouTubers to make sure, I'm on the right track about what I'm saying, and I would sometimes follow their moves essentially. And then people maybe like you guys, when you guys make a bad call, do you guys ever get like a lot of negative like resentment from your community?
No, actually,
oh, that's crazy.
Okay. Yeah, I mean honestly, just because how consistent we are throughout the weeks with TPs,
which TPs, right? Okay, take profits.
So take profit levels when we enter trades, whether we're trying to get in for a buy or sell. We're so profitable throughout the weeks that even when we take a loss, they don't look at it in that way,
Yeah, I mean,
and it's you got to think about it. It's a process, it's a journey. So, like for example, for you, right, you took that L, but it's all good.
I got volatility crushed. That's what happened. I got volatility crush because things went up too quick and went up too down, and it's like even though I was right, the volatility fucked me up because I wasn't expecting it to jump up that fast.
Why do you think? Why this? I feel like I'm about to have a podcast with you. Why do you think you got so emotional?
So emotional? Because I'm literally watching Jerome Powell speak, literally, and this dude is not saying anything of substance. And like I'm watching the price go up, and I'm like, bro, like I'm down bad. And I'm like, if it keeps going up, I'm like, I might as well just cut my losses at this point, right? And I just got really emotional at that moment. And like literally, had I just not been emotional, and I knew, like, this is not my first trade. You know, I've made other trades, and I've been very profitable in other trades and shit. But for some reason, like I was just like, and I was hearing the news, the FUD, bro, like the fear and shit. And I'm like, you know what? You know, I'm just gonna call it out. And then, I paid for it. It was one of my biggest mistakes, but also my greatest lessons. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I was feeling very emotional. But guess what? My lifestyle didn't change. Whether I had made money, my lifestyle wasn't gonna change. My mentality is still the same. You know what I'm saying? Whether now I lost money, my lifestyle still has not changed. I did not put all my money in there. You know what I'm saying? I put a certain amount that I knew I was gonna risk. I took the fucking L. Now you gotta take the L like a fucking man. And guess what? I'm not gonna quit. I'm not gonna give up. I'm not gonna lie. I put my phone down for like a day and a half. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, I don't even want to look at. I'm like, I'm gonna delete all this shit. Fuck this. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Bro, I've been there before.
You know what I'm saying?
Yo, we've all been there.
I'm like, let me go to Wall Street Bets, bro. Take my anger out right now, bro. Fuck.
Look, it's a numbers game, man. Like it's a game of probabilities and possibilities, right? I tell people all the time, we're literally inspectors, right? We're trying to find the clues on,
detectives.
Exactly. We're just detectives in the charts, bro. We're trying to find through technical analysis, fundamental analysis, and using our logic to understand and put that all together to understand where the market is possibly going to go. Because the only thing we can control is our risk, right? Our risk management. How much are you putting up? I think that you was you were very emotional in that trade. Yeah. I feel like if you would have put half of that money, you would have held the trade. Because it was a lot of money. Even though it wasn't all your money. It was a lot of money. It was 25K, right? So, so it's like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's a lot of money to lose. I'm going to just cut this, short, you know what I'm saying? And it is what it is. Granted, that's called over leveraging, right? So understanding that, things are just, it's a game of probabilities and possibilities. All I have control of is risk management. So if I say, hey, I'm okay losing this. Right. And the moment you put that money in, you got to be okay losing that money.
Exactly.
I'm not saying you wasn't. I'm saying what I like to do is the moment I put in a trade, bro, I'm already doing the math of how much I would be down if I lose this trade. And am I okay with that? Because I should have made that formula and the risk formula before.
The right calculations. Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
And you should be okay with it. And you should always have, there's no reason to risk. Like, there's no point of risk like $1,000 to make $1,000. Like you're gonna break even. That's
exactly.
You want to risk
$1,000 to make like 4K.
To make 4K. To make 3K.
You know what I'm saying? 3K. Yeah.
Even 2.5 is
even
fine.
Because
then you're looking at a 1 to 3 risk to reward.
Exactly. Yeah. You don't want that like 1 to 1 all the time. You know what I'm saying?
So that goes back to the education of it, right? And when you go back to talking about our members, like our members, because it's a game of possibilities and probabilities, and it's a numbers game. We understand that losses are going to be there and we're ready for it because of the risk management, right? There's a way to take 10 trades, right? With a 1 to 3 risk to reward, you can take 10 trades and out of those 10 trades.
Oh, just talking to the mic a little bit.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Out of those, I got to get back on the mic. Out of those 10 trades, you can lose 6 of them, right? With a 1 to 3 risk to reward, you can lose 6 trades and win 4 and still be profitable, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's just about having that risk management in place, and our members understand that because we've educated them enough to understand that, right? And they don't get mad when we lose because we make it back like 3 or 4 times after we lose. You know what I'm saying?
It was funny today too, because like in the chat, I'm like, in the chat was buzzing today. Like everybody was like just on it, obviously because the TPs we had hit. And there was some new members, literally probably just joined maybe like a month or 2 ago, and they're like, "Yo, I love this." Meaning, like, just the energy.
Yeah.
So the community, the vibes, the vibes.
I mean,
right?
we built something special, man.
You know what I'm saying?
It's special, man. I mean, to be honest, I mean, I think we've built like one of the most special communities, and it's just growing, bro. You know what I'm saying? There's been 500 students, 500 plus students come in and go from there, and it's been an amazing journey, and I think.
Could I also ask how Why Forex? Why not like crypto? Well, I guess crypto is kind of Forex, right? Because you gotta.
This is the thing.
How does the Forex thing work? Right?
Okay, so foreign exchange. We use a platform called MT4, right? MetaTrader 4, right? Yeah. And that allows you to trade.
Is that like pocket options? Or some
no,
shit like that?
It's just it's leverage trading.
Okay.
Right, and so you can use 1 to 100 leverage, 1 to 200. We use 1 to 500, right? So MetaTrader 4 is the platform that we use to trade, right? Yes. And this platform allows you to trade stocks, allows you to trade cryptos, allows you to trade Forex. So we're able to trade all of that. So that's the thing. People have a notion that when we're trading Forex that we only trade currency. Yeah, we trade currencies, of course, but we also trade US 30, SPX 500, NAS 100. We trade gold. This is the gold killer right here. This guy right here catches 160 pips in one day on gold. That's
gold's been doing nice. I think this last one.
1,600 points. You know what I'm saying?
I actually caught the sell last night at like 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, you know
I'm looking at it, I'm like, yo, it's
but see that's people don't understand that a lot of this stuff is fundamental too. Because like think about it. If you see what's going on with Russia and Ukraine, people are feeling uncertainty and fear in the market right now, the stock market, right? We're talking about the stock market right now, right? And when we talk about the market, we're the Bankzone Trading Club focuses on the entire market, right? I don't want you to think that we're only focused on Forex. We're focused on cryptos, Forex, stocks. We literally just don't teach options. We have that coming, right? But it's all the same thing as if you're looking at an option thinking, okay, I want the volatility 500 index to shoot up. That's us trading. That's us putting in a buy for SPX 500, right? That's easy.
What I'm kind of hearing is, and tell me if I'm wrong, is like kind of like you don't want to focus too much on all these other platforms. You rather master like this one platform, but you guys are definitely obviously well aware of everything that's going on these other platforms because they impact. It all impacts each other.
It's all the market.
It's all the market. Yeah,
is literally for everything.
Yeah,
that MT4 is literally for everything, and that's what I want people to understand. At the Bankzone Trading Club, it literally, our education is not teaching you how to trade Forex.
And now let me get into also the emotional aspect, right? Like, how do you guys manage your emotions? Because I think that's probably the primary thing to do, and it's the hardest thing to do because it's money and people. People go to work 40 hours a week, they make 1,000 and then they lose 1,000 and then they're like, bro, I just wasted a whole fucking week. It's gonna take me a week to come back. So it's like, but you guys, I'm sure you guys have mastered or like you're always adapting to your emotions, growing. Yeah. How have you guys? What are some of the swings you guys experienced? Does that ever even affect your relationships and shit like that? Because bro, me and my girl, bro, she was watching me, bro, like literally losing my fucking mind, bro. I was like, bro, what the fuck? I was like working out mad hard. I'm like, bro, like, oh, and then I was like, yo, I need to calm down. I'm not trying to take it out on anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta be really chill with my shit. You know, I gotta really control my emotions.
You have to.
Yeah.
So I'll let Jay take that before even just so you guys know again. What I was gonna say is just we don't teach Forex. We teach people how to read psychological patterns.
There you go.
A chart. Okay. That's all it is. And when we teach that to people, you can go ahead and do anything you want. You could do cryptos, you could do stocks, you could do options, you could do Forex, you could do whatever you want. NFTs, because it's all the same umbrella. It's all the market. And for those that don't know, the foreign exchange market is actually the biggest industry in the world. We're trading about $6.5 trillion a day, revolving every single day, right? So what we're doing is teaching you how to technically, fundamentally, and logically understand human behavior in a chart. You understand? And then this allows you to be able to expand your trading into any other areas that you want, right? Now, as far as the emotional aspect goes, you want to...
Yeah, of course. I mean, in terms of emotions, man, like, at the end of the day, like, it's a reflection of you as a person, right? Because everybody is different. Yeah. Genetically, obviously, we all have... we're all human. We have, bodies, organs, all that stuff. But in terms of how we're brought up, it also plays a part of how we trade, right? Some people are more conservative. Some people are more aggressive. Some people are just right in the middle. So even for me, like how you're talking about, like, you took that loss and everything like that. And, obviously Maria, she's like looking at you like, man, you're probably like, yo, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck? And it's funny you're talking about that because my ex that I was obviously, Mace knows and everything, my whole situation with my ex. her and I were living together, and she worked from home, you know, and I was obviously trading and all that stuff. You know, I'm home full time, and you know, we're spending a lot of time together. And sometimes you have those days where you take the losses. And for me, I'm still growing as a person.
You will always be growing. That's always a thing. Always, bro. You will never be perfect.
100%. You know, and you take those losses, but you have to be able to embrace it. And now I feel like right now, where my mindset is at, it's there where I'm comfortable with taking those losses and not being emotionally attached anymore. Because I understand that I needed that loss, right? I need to look at it from a perspective of how can I learn from this? Right? Instead of, damn, like I just lost $800. I just lost $2,000.
Let me put in another more. It's like, you know what I'm saying?
And that's revenge trading.
And it's crazy. I've done that. That was me last year. I was like, oh shit, I can't do that. Like that doesn't work.
It does not work.
It doesn't work. Because all you're gonna do is just burn yourself. So in terms of being emotional, you have to be able to understand yourself better. And educating yourself, meditating, that's something that I've done religiously, like even like the last 3-4 months. Like my life is completely different now. I could say like right now, I think this is like the happiest I've ever been. Just because
he hit them gold. He hit that gold and he's like, yo, I'm chilling.
Bro, like it's amazing because now like I read every single day, I meditate every single day. So now going in, when I look at the markets, it's like, let me sit back.
Calm.
Let me see what's going on.
Calm.
Instead of like usually when you wake up, like I have my routine, I have everything. I'm like, okay, let me wait a little bit, see what's going on with the market. Let me fill it out a little bit, and then let me react. So my entry process now is definitely better. I don't feel like I'm rushing into trying to get into a trade or try to make money.
You know what I think? I don't think you react. I think you respond. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. You respond correctly.
That's the correct word. And
start using that.
And that's when you start to learn how to master your emotions.
I
when
think
it comes to the market, you know.
I think a lot of it is I think the market has shows you a lot about yourself that you didn't even know was there, right? For example, like you have to do a lot of self-development, right? If you're not growing as a person,
like if you're just sitting down, fucking like, yo, I'm gonna wake up today, make money, like I'm not gonna do the work, I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna
work, but it's not gonna be long term.
Exactly, like it'll work for like a month, right? But then you're gonna start tripping up, and you're like, I don't have the fundamentals to be able to keep me stable.
It's just, I mean, you could have the technicals, you could have the logical perfect, and I always tell people this. When you first start, it's 50% technical, 50% mindset, right? But when you get the technicals already and they just become part of you and you understand the market, you understand how to trade the market, it's just 100% mindset, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because the technicals just become habitual, right? And once you build something as a habit, you're not, you know what I'm saying? You don't got to think about doing it. It's like brushing your teeth, right? You're not thinking about, oh, this teeth right here, I'm brushing this right side. No, you thinking about what you're going to do in the day, right? It's a habit. You already know what you're doing, right? So the technicals become a habit. Now it just becomes a thing of in your mind, right? And so I feel like if you're not working on yourself, self-developing yourself, reading, you know, books that can help you for your, you know, spiritual books and financial literacy books and, you know, books that are good for your soul, meditating, you know, exercising is huge. Like working out is huge. This is what we was talking about earlier, because it releases toxins, it releases energy. You know what I'm saying? And all that energy cooped up is not good for you to have that and try to trade.
Exactly. Because then you start reacting.
And you start reacting emotionally, and you're not supposed to be emotional. You gotta have the right balance in between. How can I be a non-emotional person in the market, but also have enough respect for the money, so that way I don't become careless.
You know
what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So I think it's more about just developing yourself, developing your persona, and growing.
And I think a beautiful thing also about like the club and the community that you guys have is that when you do take the L's, you get to go to the community and be like, yo, listen, like I took the L's, blah blah blah, and I'm sure you have like a supporting community where you support each other. Y'all get it, you know, and then it motivates people to go back, do it again.
It's transparency, bro. I mean, it's a beautiful thing. Honestly, I like L's, bro. It's cool. I mean, it don't feel good when you first take it, but if you take a L, it's like you said earlier. It's a key point that you said earlier. It's like if you take a L and you just ignore it, which is something that I used to do when I was like younger in the game. When I was like the first year in, I would take an L and I would just ignore it. I would go through the MT4, I'll see the red, I wouldn't even want to look at it. And it's like now, when I take an L, I'm looking at the entry point, I'm looking at my stop, I'm looking at where did I go wrong? Where could I have gone better? What did I not see that made me take this loss? You know what I'm saying? And I think that's key, because I feel like losses are a huge learning point for you, so that way you won't do the same mistake over. You know what I'm saying? We're not insane. We don't have insanity. We don't want to keep doing the same thing over and over
again without
thinking that we're gonna expect the same results, right? Yeah. And so that's what it comes down to. How can you learn from your losses? How can you make those losses become lessons, so that way you won't do the same mistake over? And then, you know, and a lot of people don't go as deep as this. And I always say that the main thing on everything in the world is how deep and detailed can you get, so that way you can perfect a craft. You know what I'm saying?
So touching on that point, at what point does a community member essentially feel like, hey, because you Jay, right, you quit your job, I guess like a year and a half ago or 2 years ago, I feel?
Yeah.
Right?
About a year and a half ago.
How long were you trading to the point where you felt comfortable, like, you know, I don't really need this job anymore?
So for me, when I hit that point, because you know, obviously, like I built my account. So basically, when I started, you know, trading about 2 years ago, you know, Maze and Slick put me on and all that. And during that time, I was like demo trading at the beginning, right?
Demo trading is what?
Demo trading.
What is that?
Yeah, basically paper account, right?
Okay.
So I was testing the waters. They told me, yo, before you go live, before you do all that, right, you want to, you know, build up, you know, the paper trading account, a couple thousand or whatever. Yeah. So I did that. Got it to about like 7-8K. So I was like, all right, cool. I'm gonna put two bands in this. Yeah. Start a live account, and I did all that. Blew my account within my first couple of weeks. I hit him up. I'm like, yo, bro. I'm like, fuck. And I was at my job at that time. Working.
I remember that.
And I'm like, shit, bro. I'm like, fuck. I took a major L.
He lost 10K, bro. Like,
yo, okay, that's crazy. I feel better now.
I learned my lesson. I'm like, all right, fuck it. Like, this doesn't obviously work. I need to make sure that I really hone in on the skill set, because I was just like buying and selling, and like I thought I had it down. You know?
Yeah.
So sometimes, like even like in gambling, right? You get that back-to-back W, and then you just get a long streak of L's.
Yeah.
You know,
it's part of the game, man.
Yeah, so it's part of the game, and I basically went through that process, and then, you know, obviously I built my account up. You know, I stacked it up to about like 18K, 17K, and I was like, all right, cool. So now I could do this full time, and that's basically like, for me, I felt like I was at a point where I was comfortable, like I was making consistent. You know,
so you lost like 10K and then built it back up.
Yeah, built it back up.
See, that's
what you call it. That's what you call a trade up.
That's what you call a trade, because that's how you know you have power or skill in something, right? Yeah. When you have power and you can't put it down and pick it back up at will, you don't really have power. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But when you're able to put it down and pick it back up whenever you want, you know what I'm saying? That's when you truly have something. Like a value.
Yes.
It's valuable.
I look at it as kind of like a rubber band effect, right? Like the way you stretch a rubber band, right?
Talk about it.
It stretches and it grows a little bit more than what it did before.
Talk about it. Talk about it.
That's the same thing with your mindset and psychology when it comes to trading.
Yeah.
So, for example, you just took an L, 25K. That's all good, because, you know, next time around you're gonna be able to build that, and next time around when you do take an L, it's probably gonna be a little bit less. But you grew your account probably double or triple.
So like
it's the same thing with the rubber band effect, and it's the same thing with trading, and everybody's trading.
Yeah.
So for me, that's something that I'm starting to learn how to master and get myself into the next level. So you know, I built my account to that point. Now I'm looking to get it to like 30-40K. That's the goal that I'm looking to get by the summertime.
Yep.
So, and it's consistently, you know, obviously growing it.
Yeah. I think it's the compound effect. Right, I feel.
So wait, just real quick. Once you grew it to like 18K or whatever, then you were just like, yo, listen, like I don't think I need this job anymore. I think I'm just gonna focus on this. I believe in myself and shit. Like, how scary was it to really take that? Because that's a leap, bro. Like, and when I talk to artists and shit, and like, you know, me doing podcasting and shit, also me quitting my job as well. Like, that's that same, bro. I had that feeling like, yo, like I don't know where I'm gonna go at, bro. Like, I could be broke in like 6 months, you know, but like. Talk about that time.
So for me, like when I was at that point, at that position, I was like, okay, well, I have a couple of months, you know, stacked up of, you know, expenses and bills and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Where I have some room to play.
Mm-hmm.
And I was confident at that point where I was like, all right, well, I could do this full time. I can make money consistently. I was averaging about like, you know, $1,500 to almost $2,000 a week in profit, sometimes even more.
And how much time were you putting in?
That's beautiful.
I mean, for me, I was doing more day trades. I'm still considered a day trader. I don't really swing so much, but for me, I was trading more like late Asian sessions, so like around like 10, 11 o'clock at night.
Explain a little bit about what's Asian session.
So yeah, so Asian session, obviously, you know, we live out here in New York, so Asian session over here would be, you know, 10 and 11 o'clock, you know, our time. Obviously in Asia, it's, you know, morning, that's when the banks open over there. So a lot of volatility doesn't really kick into like late Asian, like pre-London session, which is where banks open in London.
Like 3 in the morning.
Which is basically 3 in the morning.
3 in the morning, okay.
So my favorite like peak time is to look for opportunities between that time.
Between Asia and London, yeah, okay.
So I would like look for opportunities around that period, and also once New York pretty much open, which is 8 o'clock our time here.
It's the system. You see the system.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. It's like I see like the time.
It's not like just I'm freelancing, going crazy. I trade anytime. There's a system to depending on what instruments you trade and what times do they move. And at that time, he was trading a lot of what GJ was it?
Yeah, I was trading a lot of GJ. I basically cut it down because I was trading a lot of different pairs. I was trading a mix of different currency pairs.
Yeah.
And you know, obviously I was trading gold. I was dabbling with gold. I wasn't trading it consistently the way I am now.
Yeah.
And GJ, but overall, I focused on like, hey, how can I hone in on just 3 pairs and just master those 3 pairs?
Yep.
And I've done that for the last year and a half. Now I just pretty much trade gold consistently.
Yeah.
Great British Pound, Japanese Yen, and Euro, Australian dollar.
Yeah.
So those are the pairs that I always consistently look at. And one thing that Maze always talked about that he preaches in the course that we have for the community is the 159 rule, right? So what's the 159 rule? So basically, the 4-hour time frame, like for every chart, doesn't matter whether you're trading currency,
doesn't matter
whether you're trading commodities, stock, whatever it is, the 4-hour chart is basically the 4-hour candle close, and those 4-hour candles actually give you a lot of information on what possible direction we're going in for, you know, the next session. So I started to hone in on that and start to focus on my entry process within that
range.
Yeah. So that's how I basically built it, you know. And obviously, you know, I took step backs. You know, last year was a crazy year, to be honest with me.
Yeah.
I mean, bro, like I went through a journey, a process. Yeah. You know, I definitely took some losses, and you know, my ex at the time obviously dealt with, you know, a lot of the stuff that I went through, and I needed to go through that though. I needed to learn that process. I needed to go through those losses that I went through, because I lost probably like within a month. I lost about like 8K, almost 9K.
Which is crazy.
Fucking hell. That's crazy.
So that, like, damn, when I took that loss, bro, I was like looking back, I was like, fuck. I'm like looking at my MT4, I'm like, shit, bro, what the fuck did I just do?
Yeah.
And I was like,
that's that emotion.
But, yeah,
I think so many people don't share those moments, but those are like the crucial moments towards building that community, because like that's the transparency. Yeah, it's so big.
That's
so
key,
big,
man.
Like what I like about the 1-5-9 rule or whatever, it's kind of like you guys call the Bankzone. I like now I'm like, so like from the time zone to the bank zone, because you guys are like basically getting that 4-hour mark, the candlelights. There's that time zone you playing. And you put in the money in the bank, you know what I'm saying? Like the bank zone. So it's like, you know, I followed that. It's pretty cool.
So I think it's the system, right?
Yeah,
building that system, man. But he built a beautiful system, man, and like from everything that we taught him, and he's a testament of like shortening the curve. He was literally our guinea pig.
Yeah.
Shout out to Slick, my brother Slick. That's the other founder of the Bankzone Trading Club, right? And he wasn't able to make it, obviously, because he just had a newborn.
Yeah.
Right? So, you know, God bless.
So many COVID babies, bro. Getting that stimmies. Getting them stimmies too, bro.
So, you know, shout out to my brother Slick, man. He's going to make it to the next one. But he's a testament to our, like, we use him as a guinea pig because we wanted to show this to people, right? And he was, we started something for like, it was like 30 people that we mentored, right? And he was the only one that came out on top. He literally just stuck with it, and you know, he learned. He only has 2 years, and he's made well over, like, obviously throughout time, he's made well over $50,000 just throughout time in trading, right? You know what I'm saying? And for what took us 3 years to get to, 3.5 years to get to, he's in a year and a half, he's already hitting these numbers. You know what I'm saying? And so it was only right that we was like, oh, Jay, you know, you got to be an educator here in the Bankzone with us. You know what I'm saying? He started with us. You know, he started the launch, and so I think, you know, he's a testament. He's a big testament of actually like shortening the curve for people, right? And we're seeing that.
Not to take anything from your growth or, you know, your mentality and the emotions you've been through, and obviously, you know, the knowledge you've put into your strategies, but also like, how do you feel about like market cycles, right? Because in these last 2 years, right, like, bro, we've experienced a high amount of growth very, very quickly, and to the point where, for me, like, I've gone from like very bullish to now I'm like, all right, like with the interest rates, with the government losing control of like inflation, I feel, or I feel like they're going to, if they haven't already, because we already know what they're gonna say before they say it. You know what I'm saying? We're just watching the market react, and then we're watching hedge funds decapitate motherfuckers, reacting on that. You know what I'm saying? So like, you know, now, you know, as market cycles are changing, I think, you know, you've done very good. I've done very good. Also having zero experience. Now I think, now in my opinion, I don't know what your opinion is. Like, we might hit this bear cycle or whatever. We might see things slowly trickle down. So that's kind of why I've gotten into the whole trading thing, because I'm bearish on the market right now. So I want to know more about trades, because I'm like, yo, like, listen, if you understand the psychology, you understand the sentiment, it's a good time to be a trader in a bear market if you know what you're doing, because you're trading in and out and you're taking the profits, as opposed to my mentality was like, be a bull, dollar cost average down. It's harder to do that when you're fucking in a bear and you're watching, you're buying every fucking dip, just down. You're like, I want to just trade now, bro. That's kind of me, you know, like, yo, I want to, because like now I'm like, yo, there's market cycles, right? So now I hit that nice cycle, you know, so now I got to adapt. And, you know, maybe, you know, that's what I did. I'm starting to trade a little bit, learning a little bit more about just trading in and out. And then, you know, as the cycle changes, then, you know, I'll adapt my mentality back to when I start to see things that are being like bullish and shit. Yeah, exactly.
Adapt or respond.
Adapt and respond. Exactly. Adapt and respond.
My brother Slick just hopped on the live, so, you know, shout out to Slick. But adapt and respond.
So how do you feel about the upcoming market cycle? Like, do you think we're still gonna be bullish? Because I don't think personally we're gonna be bullish, at least in the last 1 to 2 years. I don't think we're gonna be as bullish as we were. But I think after that, I think it's straight rocket ship. Personally, bro. It's hard to say that with confidence, but
no. You know, I can say with confidence that as far as stocks goes, they're bullish. If you go into the higher time frame charts, monthly, they're forever bullish. They have always been uptrending, right? But obviously you have, you know, overall trend and current trend, right? So right now the current trend is bearish, right? And for how long is that trend going to be bearish? We will never know. All we have to do is just continue to follow the trend. We don't need to go against the trend. I tell people all the time, we don't need to, right? Because what we want to do, this is like you catching a bus, right? The bus is the institutions and the banks. We don't control the market, right? The bus is institutions and the banks. All we need to do is get on the bus and get off the bus whenever we want, right? And just follow the trend. The trend is your friend. It's corny. Everybody says it, but at the end of the day, the trend is your friend. And we don't trade sideways markets, right? We only want to trade, we only want to trade uptrend and downtrend. So if we trade uptrend and downtrend and the market could only move up and down, before you even take the trade, you're 50% right already. You understand? So all you got to do is figure out the other 35, 40% of edges and confirmations, because nobody's going to be 100% right. Now, if you look at the market from an overall standpoint, it's always been bullish. Right now, given the situation of what's going on with Russia and Ukraine, what's going on with inflation, what's going on with interest rates, of course, interest rates are not good for indices and for stocks, right? You know what I'm saying? So they're going to come down. But on an overall level, what you're saying, we might hit a bearish market for this year, and maybe the next year, or maybe for 6 months, or maybe 3 months. Who knows?
And you guys are prepared for that, as we can say, right?
100%. Because again, it goes back to what you said: adapt and react, aka adapt and respond. That's all we need to do. I say that we say this all the time. I don't give a shit what the market is going. I don't give a fuck, because I'm in and out. I just want to make money, right? And smart in a correct way, right? So I just need to know. I just got to get the proper confirmation, have my emotions in check to make sure that I can be able to read where the market is going to go before it actually gets there, or before it actually goes, right? Ride the bus, right?
And
then get off
the
the
bus.
Whenever I see the bus is gonna make a U-turn.
Trend is my friend.
Yeah, bro.
And at the end of the day, bro, you don't need to be right to make money in the market.
100%. No.
And it's important not to, also marry a bias.
Yep.
You know? Sometimes people want to, pick the bottom, right? Or they want to pick the top.
And then he's stuck on that.
And they're stuck.
No, it's on red. No, I want red. Red. 50 on red. 1,000 on red. You keep losing, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Switch it up, you know?
So it's all about, responding and obviously, adjusting to what the market conditions are week to week. Like, obviously we don't predict the market, but we could get an understanding and a feel once the market opens, what's the possible plays, possible scenarios. Set up.
You hear that possible.
Yeah, possible.
Right?
The ratios, right?
Psychology in check. Like, okay, I'm not all the way 100% with this. It could possibly do this. And when I get my confirmations,
execute.
Yeah, exactly.
100%.
So
I like that.
That's really what it comes down to. So
I like that. That's a strong mentality, bro. You guys,
man, it's all about mentality in this game, bro. If you don't got the mindset, bro, this is not for you, bro.
And how do you guys feel about crypto and shit like that?
Like crypto, man, because it's interesting because everybody is like, I guess everybody is a genius when crypto's going up, right?
Yeah.
Everybody's
a genius. Like crypto, Bitcoin,
it's going crazy, right? Everybody's a genius when it's going up, but when it's coming down, everybody's crickets, right? And in reality, look, bro, if it's 2022, bro, they just built the metaverse, right? They got NFTs, which is digital art. Like, if you are a person that does not think that digital currency is going to be a thing of the future, then you're still living in the past.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Okay.
Right? Digital currency, it might not be Bitcoin. I think the most important currency right now, digital currency right now, is Ethereum. Right?
Okay.
Yeah. Period. Right? But it just logically use your brain. Like, everything is going digital, right?
Why are you
live right now off my phone? This is we was never meant we never been able to do this type of shit.
10 years
you know what I'm saying?
ago,
So everything is just going to get even more like this, right? So of course, like, the fiat currency is not, the physical currency is not gonna disappear, but digital currency is going to be the thing of the future. Is it gonna continue to boom? Is Bitcoin gonna get to 100K? Who knows, bro? But one thing I will tell you is that digital currency, cryptocurrency, is a thing of the future, bro. So I'm very, very bullish on it. Right now, we're currently downtrending, of course. Situations that's happening, right? Because
that's
everybody
market structure at the end of the day. That's market structure. You need to understand that it goes through these phases. And, it's not going to continue to just push up. Steeper rotations.
It moves in waves. It moves in waves.
So you need to have that understanding. And when it does set up, obviously that's your opportunity to capitalize on it. You want to be looking at it from. If you're looking to, like, for example, for you in your case, right, you're like kind of like a swing trader in a sense, right? So you want to be looking at it from like the daily and weekly perspective, how it's reacting at certain price levels. Is it, we talk about breaking resets, some market sentiment or market patterns that we look for on a certain time frame, weekly and daily. We see that it's setting up a solid support, and you got your solid confirmations off of those daily closes, then you could possibly look to swing it, maybe possibly for a couple of days, and capitalize on that move. But it's understanding, obviously your current trend.
That's quite literally what I'm doing right now with Ethereum. So it's so funny.
So with the market overall, crypto's just been dropping, and my barber was like, "Hey, what's going on with the market?" I've been telling him, just keeping him in the loop. With cryptos in general, but I think honestly, like May said, I think I'm overall, bullish on it now. When it decides to set up, we have to wait.
It's just a bearish time. That's all it is. Like, everything is in waves, right? Like,
so how about also sorry to cut you up. How about NFTs? Like, are you guys flipping NFTs, looking into projects like that, or like, what's that?
The Bankzone currently owns one NFT. We're looking to get more NFT as a company, but
what's the NFT you guys own?
We own a fat ape.
You guys want a fat ape?
Yeah, not a board ape.
Okay,
on a board ape.
Yeah. I was like, wait, is that like a part of a board ape? Because I'm like,
I would be here with a chinchilla if I own a board ape. You know what I'm saying? But
because the board ape, from my understanding, that NFT, right? It's basically like, it's very expensive. You're not really buying the NFT art itself. You're buying the community access, which is very important.
It's a board ape yacht club, right? So, for example, if you own an NFTs have utilities, right? And we're all for the education, right? Shout out to Tino and Michael have that again. Because they are, they have this education. We have a section in our Discord just for NFTs, and they're constantly dropping, information on it. What's going to mint, what's coming up, what's going to be hot, what's not. Because you got to be careful with NFTs. There's a lot of rug pulls. Right? Shout out to Elvis too, because
so many rug pulls.
A lot of rug pulls, right? So NFTs have utilities, right? So you're first and foremost, if you're investing into NFTs, you should absolutely love the art, right? You gotta love the art. You shouldn't just invest because it's the next cool thing, whatever the case is. First, make sure that you like what you're investing in, right? Then you do your research, right? Make sure that
it's worth it.
Yeah, exactly. Like make sure that the owners and the people that are running that community are invested in that community. They're always answering questions. They're always like there. So you don't want to be in a community that the people that are running it are not like active on it.
The thing is, we also got because we got like I heard like Snoop Dogg, porn stars like Lana Rhodes, everybody like they're like celebrities. They're like they're like no, they're pushing their own NFTs and then just rugging it. They're just like and they're just like making money and they're just dipping. And I'm like,
you just gotta be careful, bro. It don't go by the name. Do your research. Make sure that
the community is there.
Is active. They're answering questions. The support is active and as well. And you know what I'm saying? And just make sure you're not minting just anything. You know what I'm saying? And
so you guys aren't too into it, but you guys aren't closed off to it either.
No,
right?
No. We're it's because it's a space that just came out last year.
Exactly, yeah.
So we're not gonna tell we're not gonna tell you that we know everything. We know fairly enough. Yeah. And we're continuing to grow in that space, right? Because it's new. You know what I'm saying? It's new. A lot of people can tell you that they know a lot, but then again,
do you guys ever see yourselves creating an NFT, perhaps for access towards the Bankzone Club or shit like that?
Yeah, that's planned.
Yeah,
that's plans in the future.
That's planned in the future.
100%. And it comes down to that, to the utility of the NFTs, right? Like if people are getting these NFTs, they paying $500,000. Snoop Dogg pays $500,000 for Bored Ape, but what does the Bored Ape do? All right, you have access to private parties and private yacht parties,
and that's where you network with others to create more business.
Exactly, right. And so networking is everything, right? So it's like if Snoop Dogg has $250,000 to give for art, you know what I'm saying? Then it is what it is. Also, depending on what they're into, the NFTs, right? They might be partnered with Nike, so now you get 40%. Because off of Nike because you own an NFT. You know what I'm saying?
And you get those little perks.
Yeah, and then they also give bonuses out, right? They just give random giveaways where you might just, get a random $10,000 because you own an NFT just for owning it, right? And so, also get royalties if you sell it, and you'll always continue to get paid for that, if you actually minted it, right? So there's there's a lot of perks that come with NFTs. It's not just I'm cool. I bought an NFT.
Yeah.
But we're gathering more information. I'm not an NFT.
Also, what about DraftKings? You guys seen DraftKings? So many people now like gambling on DraftKings and shit. What are your thoughts around that? Are y'all into? Are you?
That's you.
Yeah. I've been coming close, but I haven't been able to hit it. I mean, there's some people in the Bankzone hitting TP.
Hey man,
are y'all doing like UFCs or like? Or just like sports.
I personally used to be into that. I haven't got into it. I downloaded the apps. I got a little money in there. I haven't placed it back.
Yes.
Okay. But I think a lot of that comes from that analyzing data, right? And obviously it's gambling, but you could do smart gambling, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I don't like when people be like, "Oh, Forex is gambling." No, it's not.
So one of my questions is actually going to be, and I thought those great questions. Like, what's the difference between gambling and investing to you guys?
Well, investing, you have to gather your research and get enough edges and confirmations and confluences in order to, make your bias on where, is going to go, and you use your fundamentals and your logic, right? So it's more of an educated, guess, you would say, of where it's going to go. Whereas sports is live. It's live. Obviously, live charts is too, but sports is anything can happen in sports. You can get a buzzer beater with 0.1 seconds left, you know what I'm saying? And they can win the game and you can blow your whole parlay. I've seen this happen many times, right?
It happened to me last night.
So it's like, you know what I'm saying?
I was doing a basketball parlay, but man.
But I think it's just gathering the data. I think is more so if you're smart enough on the gambling, you can gather the data on like, okay, this team face this team, and how do they do every time they faced in the past. So
take the statistics.
And a lot of people just don't do that. A lot of people are like, oh, I like this team, so I'm gonna go with it. Oh, this team is on a win streak, so I'm gonna go with it. You know what I'm saying?
So that's the difference between investing and gambling. Investing is an educated guess. Gambling is just emotional. Like I just like it, you know, feeling shit.
Yeah, and then I would
usually
say
when you
also
gamble too, it's like, oh yeah, fuck it.
It's all feeling. It's all feeling, bro. Have y'all been to Las Vegas?
No.
No, never. Oh fuck, don't ever go, guys.
Yeah.
I mean, no, we'll go. But go with friends and make sure it's a good vibe, and obviously just what everybody put in.
It's more fun, you know.
Because for me, bro, I went with my girl last year or whatever, and like I went to Atlantic City with my boys last year, right? Because I wanted to go to. I've never been to a casino before, so we go there, bro, whatever, and we all made money. 8 people, bro. 8 people. We made money. We were there at like 4 a.m. putting $400 on like a color or some shit.
Like a feeling. That's what I'm
saying.
It's
like a feeling, bro. It's like a feeling.
Type of energy where it's like
exactly
investing, bro. You got to do your research. You got to get the confirmations, and after all that stuff, then you got to have your emotions in check, bro.
Yeah.
And the people that are saying, oh, investing is more like gambling. In reality, you know, it's a game of probabilities and possibilities. There's a lot of similarities between gambling and investing, but if you know how to do your investing correctly and know your risk management, you can, like I said, you can lose trades and still win big because your risk management is correct.
It's correct, yes.
I'm not like, as a trader, we shouldn't be looking to get rich tomorrow. You should be looking for the compound effect. How can I grow my account 5 to 10% every single day consistently, including the losses, so that way, you know, I can.
Do you guys also teach like kind of like the sound, safe investing, which is like invest in the SP 500, like
volatility, and then just that again comes in with knowing the charts, right? You go into the charts. You yourself can say, with the education that we've given you, you yourself can say, okay, I'm gonna invest, and I mean not trade, invest. You put your money, and the only way you make money is by going up, just like it would be with crypto. Money, and it just needs to go up, right? In trading. Leverage trading, you can buy and sell. You can make money when it goes up. You can make money when it comes down, right? So I would say, you know, given to the knowledge that we give, you know, you can break down a chart and say, okay, I'm going to set an alert here. And when this price gets here, I'm going to go ahead and invest and put my money and just forget about it. And we like to say, set it and forget it.
Yeah, exactly. Set it and forget it. Because that's one of the mentalities that I've definitely started with, was pretty much like, instead of looking at the price, look at the company. You know, do the research. Where you think they're going to be out 5-10 years from now? Buy it at that price, and then just focus on the quantity of shares that you have, as opposed to the price that you're getting it at. And you know, if it goes down, even better price for you. Do that for like 5 years. That is the key, right? And that's, you know, that's one of like the invest, like time in the market, not trying to time the market is one of the things Warren Buffett says.
You have some good knowledge, bro.
Yeah, no, I'm young. You know what I'm saying? So like I know there's a lot of 20-year-olds. You know, like you, like me.
Well, I'm 33, but
well, sorry.
Thank you. I look like I'm 20. You know what I'm saying?
But
good genes, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Good genes.
Go do some exercise.
But like, there's definitely just a lot of people out there that are like very anxious, like yo, and like with all this technology around us now, you see a lot more people on their stories, like talking about trading and shit, and you can get like, yo, like you get that FOMO, like, you know, you're missing out, right? Like on all these gains and shit like that, and that kind of makes you want to really learn about it. So for me, you know, being that entrepreneur who's willing to, go do podcasts, fuck around with TikTok, work with brands, you know, even just get people that are just ambitious, just talking to them, understanding their mentality. You know what I'm saying? It's really helped me grow. And then just the investing game for me is just something I personally am into. Like, I wouldn't recommend somebody to not do it if their heart and soul and their mind is not into it. Then I would be like, you got there has to be something in you where you like the community, you like the vibes, you know, something about you just fucks with it. Like, I know people that are into Forex, are into crypto, are into stocks, are into DraftKings, are into fucking UFC. You know, they're into fucking, I don't know, NFTs, but whatever, bro. Like, we're all in this entrepreneur like fucking ship. You know what I'm saying? We're all in the same fucking boat.
Absolutely, it's the market, bro. And I think when it comes to the investing in the market, I think it's important to even just do the right research, like doing the chart work, but also like make sure that you invest in stocks that at least give you dividends. Right? There's stocks that don't give you dividends. You know what I'm saying? But if you invest in stocks that give you dividends, even if, you know, if the stock is coming down or up, you still get dividends some stocks give you every 30 days and every, 90 days. You know what I'm saying? So if you invest enough in stocks, you still, like, think about it. If I invest $5,000 into Sony, right? And I go and spend $500 on a PS5. Did I really spend the $500 on a PS5, or did Sony
just bought me for? Yeah, bought it.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just about
the mentality.
This is how the rich man has been working his way, leveraging his way around the world, right? Leveraging credit, leveraging the stock market, leveraging motherfucking home.
Yeah, their lifestyle. Real estate as well.
And that's the only way you'll make it in trying to be rich or wealthy.
Yes,
right?
I think a good takeaway from that is like. For like the new people that have that mentality, that want to make the money, that want to take a little more risk, is like they really need to identify what kind of investor are you? Are you the dividend investor? Are you the safe SP investor? Or are you the I'm in my 20s, I'm trying to take some risk. I'm trying to, go in and out of the market because that's what I'm doing, you know what I'm saying? And like I'm trying to manage my emotions, and it gives I like that better because it really, by taking the L, I really just grow my mentality. Like for me, like passively investing, it's nice. And that's what I'd recommend 90% of people because I'm a savage motherfucker, bro. I'm the 10%, bro. I'm trying to be that 1%, you know what I'm saying?
We savage over here, baby.
So it's like, so it's like, but, and I don't blame anybody else for that. And that's the most important thing because a lot of people that just jump into it with that mentality, like they crumble so fast and then they just start pointing fingers at everybody else. And I'm like, you should not be doing that, bro.
Yeah. I mean, just know what you're investing in. Before you even know what you're investing in, just know what you're getting into. And make sure that your emotions are on check. Because if they're not, then this is not for you. Some people this is probably just not for some people, bro.
It's not. It's not for 90% of people. You know what I'm saying? That's why 10% of people make it, bro. 10% are willing to actually put their money in, willing to get the education with you guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, how big has your community grown in like the last year and a half?
Up to 488 students right now in less than a year. It's beautiful. We actually just, shout out to Jose, my bro. I actually hired a digital marketing specialist. So he is about to take this to the moon. And honestly, it's all about revenue and all that stuff. And we're going to have a growing business and all that. But honestly, the way I look at it is the more people that join the Bankzone, the more people we can help become free. Because again,
and you guys also said you wanted to start your own podcast, right? The Bankzone podcast. And I'm assuming, I'm definitely be the first one there. I'll definitely be the first one there. Because I would definitely like to follow your journey. You know what I'm saying? I think really, like you said, being the transparency, I want to see the other people you talk to about like economics, Forex, trading, all that thing. Even bring on actual members on the show and be like, yo, like I've made, because Jonathan, I mean, you're like they said, you're like the new member that really made it, that really stuck to it, that really shined through, that really leveled up, that was really actually able to change and leverage their life and learn risk. And and I'm on the same boat, but we just did it differently, but we're still in the same place. You know what I'm saying?
Same place, man. I mean, man, listen, it's a beautiful thing, man. I mean, we're a growing company. I plan to make this global 100%. I promise you. I plan, and I got the best team in the world. I got the best members in the world. And we wouldn't be TBZ if it wasn't for the members, bro. You know what I'm saying? And the energy that we have built in there is something super special, bro. It's all about good vibes. It's all about good positive energy. Anybody that comes in there, with anything different, take your refund, you're out. You know what I'm saying? Because we just want that good, thriving, good, positive energy in there. And that's what helps you win, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's what helps you win. You can't win when you're in a negative state of mind. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can't level up.
No.
I get that. Okay. Thank you so much. Anything else y'all want to say in the pod? Anything y'all want to talk about?
No, man. I mean, this is thank you, bro. Again, thank you so much for just opening up your crib to us. Thank you, bro.
Yeah. And like I said, I want to have y'all back for sure. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Whenever it is, whatever the fuck happens between Russia and Ukraine, bro, I'm gonna bring y'all back type of shit.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, hopefully.
And I know we didn't get to talk about like another thing I did want to touch on was like your relationships and shit. You want to just go now? Hey, man, I fuck it. All right. We here. Yeah, because on the Geezus show, this is I call this like men's health and wellness as well. You know what I'm saying? So it's like if you're a trader, if you're an entrepreneur, you're ambitious and all this shit. Like how's the love life going on, bro? Like How's that going for you guys?
The love life,
dating. You single?
I'm single. I'm single.
You're both
man.
single, but you were with a girl, right?
Yeah, I was dating a Colombian girl at the time. I mean, we were living together for about 9-10 months.
I'm glad I got off live for this one. Because I was gonna get a whole bunch of
yeah, man. I mean, honestly, bro, you know, it is what it is. Things didn't obviously work out.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I wish the best for her and all that.
Was it anything to do with trading?
Yeah, you know, obviously, like I was going through a lot, you know, emotionally. We were together like 24/7, man.
Okay.
And you know,
yeah, during COVID, it just fucking you're glued together, bro. You know what I'm saying? You really get to know the fuck out of someone. Yeah.
Go out, all that stuff, but you know, obviously when I took losses and like when I had setbacks, she was trying to, you know, kind of like help me out. I'm like, hey, like I'm the type of person, if I take a loss, just give me some space.
Get the fuck away from me, bro.
Just
don't get all my shit right now.
I understand, like, you want to, like, you know, help me out, whatever, but
yeah.
But yeah, you know, I was so focused on trading, and you know, obviously, you know, being part of the club, you know, I was putting in a lot of time, and then I started, you know, helping people out, like started teaching them, like some friends and stuff like that wanted to learn. So I was investing a lot of time into that, and she felt like I wasn't focusing so much on the relationship.
Yeah,
so,
that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Gotta respect it.
You gotta respect it. At the end of the day, like I understand, like I couldn't be 100% invested into a relationship, and you know, I've made my mistakes. I'm not a perfect guy. You know, she obviously probably has her flaws too, but it's a blessing in disguise, man. I honestly wouldn't trade it because at the end of the day, like that's life. You know, obviously I picked up something from that. You know, from that relationship, even though it didn't work out.
How long ago was that?
This was around June, around my birthday last year.
Okay, so like last year. So like now, did you hop back on the dating game? You know what I'm saying? Like going out? Nah.
Like for me,
Tinder swindling?
We focus.
Yeah, after that, I needed to just kind of like, you know, pull back a little bit and just relax and just focus on me and really focus on developing myself. You know, because I can't be 100% invested into somebody if I'm not 100% focused on me.
Yes.
There you go. I fuck with that. Heavy. You want to give somebody 100%. Fact.
Yes, always. And as for me, you know, I was there for him, you know, like, cause you know, you go through it when you got situations like that. Obviously, you know, you get vulnerable and stuff like that, and that's okay. It's like okay to be like that. It's not, oh, I'm a man. No, it's like it's okay to be vulnerable, and thank God, you know, that it has a good circle, because we are not just business partners. Like we're literally, you know what I'm saying? We're literally like bros, you know, and that's the beautiful thing about, you know, us and our community, you know, and the team is that we're bros, you know what I'm saying? So we was there for him, you know, he was going through it. He's 100%, he's like happy now.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
It's a time. You go through a time. I went through the same situation too, you know what I'm saying? I had this was like 2 years ago. I had a girl, didn't go right, you know what I'm saying? And I rushed into something right away after that.
Was it also because of trading, or just like different?
Yeah, it was some of that, and then also some struggles because of the trading, you know, a lot of L's, and then, you know, some girls they just not there to be down for the struggle, you know what I'm saying? And you know, it is what it is. You know, I'm pretty sure they look at now and they're like, shit, you know, should I have stayed?
Should I have stayed?
You know what I'm saying? But, because, and not to be an asshole, but so it's just, it is what it is.
It's true.
Nobody's gonna stop your growth. Like don't let nobody stop your growth. Not a girl, not nobody, not your friend, not your best friend, your family, your mother, your grandmother. Doesn't matter. Nobody can stop your growth, whether that's financially, spiritually, or just, you know, just as yourself, period. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I had the same situation, but, you know, now I'm just, you know, focused on me. I've been single for a good now year and a half.
Dating?
Right. You know, I'm dating around.
Dating
you know,
around?
Why not?
All right.
You know, of course.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be honest, you know what I'm saying? But
so I'm like Tinder swindling?
Yeah. No, man. I mean, you know, I swear, you know, like it is more. You know, but real talk. Honestly, we just focus on ourselves. We're so focused in the Bankzone right now that it's like he said. You know, once we feel like we're settled, once we feel like the Bankzone is like automated and is like at a certain level, then we'll probably open up, you know, to that.
See, I think as founders, that's something, you know, as a member, I don't want to hear, you know what I'm saying? Like, 100%. You know, because like I said, you're being open. So it's like, yo, like, listen, right now I'm not trying to focus on girl. I'm trying to focus on this.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? On this.
150%.
And do this. And that's like, bro, like Elon Musk
too.
and fucking Jeff Bezos, all these motherfuckers did the same shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? I had to focus on this one thing right now.
It's,
you know
it's lonely. It's a lonely road when you're trying to make something happen and from the ground up, bro.
Also, okay, how about female traders? Are there female traders or a lot more guy traders?
Yo, we need more female traders. We need more female. I love me some powerful women. You know what I'm saying? And just for women empowerment. You know what I'm saying? We have some dope female traders. Shout out to my man. Shout out to Sam, Rena, Lorena. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Erica. We have a few that are really killing it in the club, man. And if I forgot one of you guys, please don't kill me. I love y'all. You know what I'm saying? But I think one of the things that is underrated actually is female traders. Like, bring them on. You know what I'm saying? Talk to them. Like, really get their insight on their life and shit like that. It's such a man-driven game.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
exactly.
And I think that for women empowerment, I think and just become free. You know what I'm saying? And I always say that. We always say it in the club, man. We're all for just bringing more women into the club. Just for sheer education and for women to inspire other women.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? To do the same thing. And it's bigger than just trading. It's just about being free and catching that freedom. And it's not just about being wealthy. It's just about, not trading your time for money. Instead, just trading for money.
For money, yeah.
So,
So trend is your friend.
Yeah, absolutely. See, I got you.
All right, guys. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining me on this episode. Guys, don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe down below.
Let's go.
Follow them on the YouTube channel, Bankzone Trading Club.
Let's get it.
At the Bankzone.
Yes.
And then, feel free to follow their Instagrams as well. Maze. And
MAZE _ 2 underscores between. Be careful. There's a lot of scammers out there with my name. Be careful.
I'm going to leave the correct ones down in the description down below. So y'all can follow them. Y'all can get whatever insider knowledge y'all like. Now that you've seen this podcast, and I'm gonna be on their show too. So listen, we're gonna be collaborating and shit.
Thank you so much, bro, for having us. It's a pleasure, bro. I appreciate you so much, and you already know, man.
Thank you, guys. Peace.